This is MTF Alpha 8, Captain Elias Kotes, beginning interview with SCP-105. This interview will be used as a base to determine 105's eligibility to return to the field on limited active duty. Good evening, 105.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm alright, I guess.
My name is Captain Elias Kotes. I'm an MTF operative with MTF Alpha 8.
What can I do for you today?
Well, I was hoping I could ask you a few questions, 105.
You can just call me Iris.
You don't like your SCP designation?
Not particularly. This place makes me feel like a prisoner, and I'm still a person.
Fair enough. All right. Iris it is. On one condition.
Which is...
You call me Elias.
Really?
Of course. Truth be told, hearing people around here call me Captain is a bit strange.
Why?
I'm not military. Never was.
Really?
Yep. I was in sales.
Well, there was more to it, isn't there?
Nope. Just a salesman that the Foundation took an interest in.
Well then. Elias? What can I do for you today?
Well, I was hoping we could discuss a few things in regards to your past, your work with the Foundation, and perhaps some of your future.
Alright. But you do know my history with the Foundation.
Of course. But why don't we start earlier?
Okay.
Can you tell me just a little bit about yourself?
Well, as you know, my name is Iris Thompson, and I was born in Phoenix in...
And is that where you lived your whole life?
Pretty much, yeah.
And when did you first discover your abilities?
I was 11 or 12. I was looking at photos from our family trip to the Grand Canyon when I brushed one of the photos and a rock fell off one of the ledges.
Did you know then what it meant?
It scared the hell out of me. I tried to tell my parents, but they thought I was just making it up. Overactive imagination is what they told me.
It must have been hard not having them believe you.
They were always doing things like that. They never believed me.
Go on.
After that, well, I became obsessed with photography.
I can imagine.
God, I begged them to get me a camera. There was this old Canon in the pawn shop near us. Oh, it was so pretty. But any camera would have done.
They did eventually get you one.
My Polaroid.
Just for the Foundation and their need for every single damned detail. You're referring to a Polaroid One-Step Express?
Yes. Though you all won't give it back to me.
We'll discuss that in a moment. Please continue.
Well, once I had my camera, I noticed it was a lot easier to interact with the photos. I could move things more easily.
And you couldn't before that?
It took more work, more concentration, more energy.
Do you think it had something to do with the camera's expediency?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, Foundation lingo. I've been working here too long. Do you think it was because the camera developed pictures so quickly? The image was fresher in your memory, thus making it easier to interact with.
I'm not sure. I've always just assumed that because it was my camera, it made it easier to use. Almost like a personal thing, you know?
I think so. Let me ask, have you ever tried it with a digital camera?
Digital? No. You all only ever asked me to use my Polaroid.
Would you be willing to try?
Um, wouldn't I get in trouble?
Don't worry. I have the clearance. Here. Try this.
Oh, this is a really nice camera.
Thanks. I'm a bit of a photographer myself.
Really?
Okay. Not really, I like taking photos, but I'm pretty bad.
I'd still like to see some of your photos sometime.
Just, promise not to judge me too hard, okay?
I promise.
So, how about this? Take a picture of my watch, and then see if you can affect the photo that way.
Are you sure? It's been a while. I don't want to hurt you. Or break your watch.
I'm sure it'll be fine, Iris. Besides, I'll just make the Foundation buy me a new one.
Okay. I guess it doesn't work like that.
I thought it might not. But let's try this.
What's that?
It's a speed printer. You can put the memory card of a digital camera into it and immediately print out a photo you just took. Try it out.
Whoa. That's quite easy. Modern technology and all that.
Right? Kind of like the modern Polaroid.
Yeah. Wow.
Fascinating.
I didn't think it could work like that.
Did the Foundation never try with photos that weren't on your Polaroid?
No, nothing. Just my Polaroid.
I see.
I still prefer my camera.
Well, we could always arrange to use your camera if that's how you feel.
Use my camera for what?
How would you feel about coming to work with the MTF again?
No, 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 no. No way. I am not doing that again. What you made me do,
Iris, please. I didn't mean to upset you. I know your history with Omega 7. It's not that kind of work.
You know? You know what we did. I can't. I won't.
Iris, please. Please, it's not wet work. Never that. You have my word. I will never force that sort of work on you again.
How can you promise that?
Because you would be working with me and my team, MTF Alpha 8. And I have the clearance to make those sorts of promises.
I still have nightmares.
I know. But you would be in complete control of your own work. if you didn't like the assignment, you could refuse.
Oh, really? The jailers here would let me?
I would let you. They can go to hell.
How can I trust you? How can I trust any of you?
Because I've been there myself. This place, these people, they strong-armed me into coming to work for them as well.
Really?
Yes. It was either that or, jail for me as well.
Why? Was that because of your wife?
Something like that.
Yeah, I know who you are. I've seen parts of your file.
Seriously? Is there anyone who hasn't at this point?
You were hunting them, weren't you?
This isn't a subject I like discussing.
Oh, I'm sure. You became quite the cult hunter, didn't you?
Iris. Please.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just sometimes
I know. Believe me, I do. What Omega did to you was unforgivable. But that whole project has been shut down.
and yours will be different.
Yes. This isn't a specialized program. It's just an MTF team, with a commander who thinks you might be a valuable asset to the team.
Uh, I don't know if anyone has called me valuable before. Other names, but never that.
What can I say? I have an innate sense about these things.
Oh, really?
Iris, you stood up in a courtroom and attempted to show a judge your anomaly, just to prove your innocence.
I thought it was a good idea at the time.
You were willing to completely expose yourself. That tells me you're not a coward.
Oh?
I also know that you tried to save your boyfriend's life, using your powers. That tells me you care about keeping people safe.
All I ever wanted was for the people I care about to be safe.
Me as well. Which is why I'm asking you to help me.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
And you won't. More than anything, I need information. And maybe the slightest tweak of the world. Turn a security camera. Unplug a computer. Unlock a door. That's it.
And nothing violent.
You have my word.
Then say it like you mean it.
Okay. I, Captain Elias Kotes, on the memory of my wife, promise you that you will never have to do anything that makes you uncomfortable.
Well, that's a promise I can believe.
So, are you in?
Can I think about it?
Of course. Take whatever time you need.
Thank you.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for speaking with me today, Iris.
You're welcome. Oh, here, before you leave, don't forget your camera.
You know what? I'll just take the printer. You hang on to the camera. You can't interact with the photos through the screen, but you can still take photos.
Huh? But wait, this is your camera.
I'll get it back from you later. Or I won't. I'm not super worried.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Thank you.
No, Iris. Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
This is Captain Elias Kotes. Interview with SCP-105 now concluded. I believe she is open to working with the MTF again. Under the right circumstances. I will follow up on that in a few days. Also, don't you dare take that camera from her, or you deal with me directly, and you know what I'm talking about.